The Preschool Language Scale 4th edition, also known as the PLS-4. This presentation was created by Natalie Steinberg, Haley Russo, Janae Allen, Megan Murphy, and Elizabeth Patterson. The purpose of the PLS-4 is to identify children ages birth to 6 years 11 months who have a language disorder or delay. The test targets the child's receptive and expressive language skills in a variety of areas. It is a norm reference test and is individually administered by a speech-language pathologist. The purpose of the test is clearly stated on page 2 of the examiner's manual under the title Purpose. The PLS-4 is a revision of the Preschool Language Scale 3rd edition. The PLS-4 was standardized with 1,534 children, ranging from 2 days through 6 years 11 months. The norming sample was based on the 2000 United States Census for population. In the standardized sample, 15% of the children were male and 15% were female. There was a fairly equal distribution of children by age. Percentage of the children from demographical locations varied with slight discrimination, with 17.9% from the Northeast and 33.3% from the South. Other distribution factors included the primary caregiver's educational level, languages spoken by the child, and race. In the norming sample, distribution based on races was appropriate in relation to prevalence of those same populations in the United States. In the sample, all races were included, with 63% of Caucasian, 15% African American, 17% Hispanic, and 5% were other. The testing materials include examiner's manual, picture manual, record form, and manipulatives. The supplemental materials include the PLS-4 task profile, the articulation screener, and the language sample checklist. The PLS task profile. This is useful for targeting areas to work on in therapy if needed. Articulation screener. The articulation screener is for children from 2 years and 6 months to 6 years and 11 months. It provides age-appropriate scores to determine if further testing is needed. The language sample checklist. It should be noted that if the child does not exhibit language during the session, but the parent or caregiver states that he or she does at home, the clinician must give the client credit. Julia Lawrence is 4 years and 3 months old. She lives at home with her biological mother, father, and 7-year-old sister, Caitlin. She is currently attending a half-day preschool program with her 4-year, 11th-month-old cousin. Julia will be entering kindergarten in September. The mother is concerned about Julia succeeding in kindergarten. She expresses that Julia seems underdeveloped in her language skills when compared to her cousin and other peers at preschool. Spoken English is her primary language and way of communication. There were no complications during Julia's birth. There is no family history of speech or language issues. Caitlin has not been referred to speech therapy by her school, and parents do not express concern with Caitlin's language development. Julia has a mean length utterance of 2.0 and relies mostly on gestures to communicate. She is quiet but alert. Julia can follow simple 3-step directions. She has more difficulty speaking in presence of her sister. After a call was made to Julia's preschool, it was revealed that Julia was quiet and primarily only played with her cousin, who was a very energetic and animated child. Julia will verbally respond to questions and play after multiple prompts. She performs best when alone with her therapist. She speaks softly and only when asked to directly. Her mother was concerned that Julia was communicating at a slow rate. She stated that she would repeatedly have to ask Julia questions to get an answer, and that Julia would learn new words and later not be able to remember them. Julia's mother took her for a complete audiological evaluation, and results revealed normal hearing. Referral to a speech-language pathologist was made by the audiologist.
Here are a few blocks. Can you give me just one? Good. Okay, can you put some blocks over here? Good. Okay, so I'll put these blocks over here. Can you put the rest of the blocks over here? Good job. Now can you put all of the blocks in the box? Good job. Okay, so now we're going to look at some pictures and I'm going to ask you some questions. Look at these children. They are wearing shoes. Can you show me his shoes? Good. Now can you show me her shoes? Good job. Okay, now look at these two children. Show me her hat. Good job. Now show me his hat. Good. Okay, now look at these children. Can you show me her jacket? Good. Now show me his jacket. Good job. Okay, now look at these pictures. Can you show me the one that shows she is on the stairs? Good. Now find the one that shows he is in the pool. Good job. Okay, look at the babies. Show me the baby who is not crying. Good job. Okay, now look at the chickens and the nests. Can you show me the nest with no eggs? Good job. Okay, so now I'm going to ask you to tell me about your pets.
Charlie Wolf, Charlie.
Thank you. All right. Now, can you tell me what this is a picture of?
A teddy.
Good. Can you tell me what these are?
Cut.
Okay. Can you tell me what these are?
Tree.
Okay. And can you tell me what this is?
Banana.
Can you tell me what this is?
Food.
Okay. And can you tell me what this is? Okay. Can you tell me what this is?
Woof woof.
Okay. And can you tell me what this is? Okay. So now I have a pencil in my hand. Can you tell me what you do with a pencil? I'll give you a hint. What am I doing right now with my pencil?
Drawing.
Okay, good. So now when you look at this picture, can you tell me what this is? Okay, can you tell me what this is? No? What about what this is? Okay. Now look at all the little chicks. Can you count them, please? Can you count out loud, please?
Lots.
Okay. Now this is the boy's cat. Whose cat is this?
Girl.
Good. And this is the dog's food. Whose food is this?
Kitty cat.
Good.
What is the setup of the score sheet? The score sheet must be filled out with the child's name, address, age and gender, the name of the school they attend, the name of their teacher, and the name of the examiner. The examiner must fill out the date of administration, the birth date of the child, and the child's chronological age. The raw score calculation is broken up into 3 parts: auditory comprehension, expressive communication, and total language score. The norm reference scores are broken up into the standard score confidence band, the percentile rank. The percentile ranks for standard score confidence band values and age equivalents. The supplemental measures are broken up into the articulation screener, where there is also a raw score, the language checklist sample, and a caregiver questionnaire. Finally, there is a chart to record the auditory comprehension score, the expressive communication score, and the total score. On the chart, there is a column with standard score listed. The standard scores are listed in increments of 5. From the bottom going up, they range from 50 to 150. Standard deviations are also listed this way. They range from 3 standard deviations below the mean to 3 standard deviations above the mean. To determine the total language score, we must first determine the raw scores of both auditory comprehension and expressive communication. In order to get the auditory comprehension raw score, we take the score of the last auditory comprehension task administered and subtract the number of zeros the child received. The number calculated is the auditory comprehension raw score. Next, we take the scores of the last expressive communication task that was administered and subtract the number of zero scores. This number will give us the expressive communication raw score. To determine the standard score total, we take the auditory comprehension raw score and the expressive communication raw score and add them together. In the end, this will give us our total language score. Finally, we take this score and determine the conversions to both percentile rankings and age equivalents using the charts on the score sheet.